about the lighting, because the lighting was pretty amazing because it was such few lights involved in this.
Yeah, one of the things about this, they always the thing is everybody thinks that you need to have a lot of lights to shoot a film, and fortunately for us, we didn't have a whole lot. I had about 3 units going on in here. In this case over here, the whole light moving through the woods over here is basically just me grabbing a 1K and just moving it from left to right. I mean, when you have no money, you have to basically come up with ways of creating something. I strongly believe that if you have no money, you get more creative. And the idea here is that ghosts are going through the woods, and we would add a sound effect and that whole thing. And basically, it's just either a 20 or a 1K, basically, that we just move left and right. For the ones not in the know of lighting, a 20 is basically just like a small little lamp. And here we go. He's running left and right, left and right. This is some of the shots that we really got lucky with, in the sense like I was able to be in a pontoon boat shooting towards the river, and as it was very steady. Oh, must say something about this shots of these two girls. That comes a little later. When it comes, I'll explain it. But there was a lot of times that we had to tie the canoe that you see here, to the pontoon boat, so we can record sound, so we can get close, because we only had a boom mic, so which is about 5-6 feet, and so. But yeah, like this, for example, these guys at this point are 3 actors that are in a canoe, and they're tied up to the pontoon boat. The pontoon boat needs to be turned off, right? So because the engine won't allow us to record sound. So, and notice how everybody's drifting to one side or the other side. Not these shots, but when you see close-ups of the actors, like here. She's right out there. They're talking to each other. But we only had like about 20 seconds at a time, because the canoe would start drifting to the left or drifting to the right. And I'm in the back of the pontoon boat, so.
This was interesting for you to cut, because Jose was also the editor, and there's 5 different conversations going on. So tell us how you cut that one together.
I love this. This is great. I mean, I love it when you have like 4, 5, 6 actors talking to each other in a scene. It's just great. The point is to cover it really well. The camera is literally in the center. Oh, by the way, that was Tampa. She was just pointed at Tampa. There's a map of Florida. The idea here is just we had 2 cameras, and we had them right in the center of this little area here. And I'm just basically pointing in one direction and pointing in the other direction. I love cutting it. I love cutting it. This is the one scene that I love cutting the most, because there's so many choices. I mean, the way they react. I mean, 5 people doing so many things. It's a nightmare in many ways, because you don't know what to choose, but it came out fine. In the case of HD, because we did shoot this in high definition, you have a situation like now in which they're totally exposed on the inside. You can see everybody looks fine inside, but outside looks pretty bright. So that was one of the things that I was fighting. Man, it was just a fight just to make sure that every shot looked like a film shot. And it's all about framing, in my opinion. And thank God, I will say the film succeeds in that, and looking like a feature film. So I love Ryan here and his little fan, the pink fan. That's just hysterical.